Hi guys, I've been trying to make a little solar powered fan driven car inspired by a channel I watched, and so far I've failed totally. Ignore the fact that rolled forwards then, I think we're on a bit of a slope there. But, yeah, just not getting enough power out of this propeller and this motor with these solar panels to actually drive it forwards. Yes, it is rolling that way, so I've just realised the fan is trying to push it that way. So ignore the fact that's moving. That's the way it should be moving, and it's still moving without the fan turning. Anyway, I printed this up to try and make a lightweight car, but as I say, it's not working at all. I wanted to use these wheels that came off some little toy bicycles, but somehow or other I think it's just too heavy and we're not getting enough power to that motor to get it to spin fast enough to generate enough thrust to push it forwards. I've had a rethink. I've slightly redesigned the chassis. I've made it thinner. It was 3mm thick, this is 2mm thick, so that should have reduced a bit of weight. I've decided to go for 3D printed wheels because I think they will be lighter than them a little bit, and instead of using those panels I might try these ones, which are incredibly delicate. As you can see, I've got quite a few broken ones there. They're very, very, very thin. You only have to touch them or look at them in the wrong direction and they break. But they are very, very light. And they look like they're about the same size as those. They're actually quite cheap because you get, I don't know, about 50 in a pack. But they break very easily. So I won't bother filming it. I'll assemble this with those panels and these wheels and probably still that motor. Oh, and I've also been looking at different size propellers as well. Got these off Thingiverse. If they are any use to me, I'll put a link in the video description to the Thingiverse file so you can print them off yourself, although I have edited these in Tinkercad, so exported them from Thingiverse and imported them to Tinkercad so I could make them slightly bigger than I think those are the ones that actually printed off. I'm not sure now. Did quite a few versions, but I've made them a little bit bigger. So we will see. But I'm not going to film it. I'll stick it together and we'll have a look. Just thought I'd record this before I try and put the solar panels on the car. So there appears to be enough power to drive the car forwards. Almost. Can't tell on here because it's not a nice flat surface, and it looks like my wheels are a little bit too wobbly. But we're looking at the sunlight through the windows. We want to try and do it outdoors so we have direct sunlight. I've just got a nasty feeling that when I try and put these panels on, I'll probably crack them. Well, it looks like I might have cracked it finally. cracked it, fixed it, got it working. I've made it lighter. And off we go. Whoa. In fact, those panels seem to be pretty good. If I turn it the other way, they're not even directly facing the sun. In fact, yeah, let's just try and adjust it without cracking it. Whoa. Got to be very gentle with those panels. They are so weak and fragile. Yeah, even though they're not facing directly up, so I've got ever so careful turning them. But we've finally done it. So in summary, I finally managed to get it working. That's making it as light as possible. Well, I expect you could still knock a few milligrams off it, but 3D printed wheels to make them light, thin down the chassis to make that lighter, and use those really delicate solar panels. I did break them, the ones that I put on there first, because I put them on the mounting first and then had to try and push them onto those clips, and that just broke in my hands, so that was hopeless. So I've actually had to assemble it, put the brackets on those pivots, and then put the panels on the brackets, just a bit of double-sided tape to hold them in place, and then solder it all up. So the panels are in series, so we've got double the voltage. That's a 3D printed propeller as well. Pusher, or at least it's arranged so it's pushing, so it pushes the car forwards. That's taken me about 4 days to get to that stage, and several extra versions. Several revisions. But now it does go. I'm frustrated now because what I'd really like to have done was put steering on it so it would go around in circles. And it's too late to do that now, because if I try and pull those panels off again, they'll just break. They're too delicate. So I just have to accept it goes in a straight line. And it's very, very, very delicate. You just got to look at them funny and those panels break. Still, that'll do, it works. Whether it's worth me putting the files on, yeah, I'll put the files on so you can have a look and improve them. I think this idea of having these, the idea of having those pillars and posts is so you can actually tilt the panels so they face the sun. Depending on where you live in the world, in the UK here, we do need to tilt them so they look towards the sun. We don't get very much of the sun directly overhead. Certainly not this time of year. Still, it works. I'm very happy now. Well, there you go. That shows how delicate those panels are. I just thought I'd put the car over there on those paving slabs. And as soon as I touched it, that edge broke off. It does still work, but yeah, broken already. Oh, better point it in the right direction. That's what I did. I picked it up like that, but I caught the edge of it instead of my strengtheners underneath. It's going uphill now. That'll do. Thanks for watching. You'll find more information down in the video description. You might like to watch that video up there, and you might like to subscribe over there.